Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast. Joining you as always is your host, Tricky, and my co-host, Will. How are we, mate?
I'm very good. Trent, how are you, mate?
I'm good. As you can see, repping my colours, Collingwood are in the granny. They will come up against Brisbane. My heart was pumping Friday night.
Yeah, it was a good game. I thought GWS would run away with it in the start of the third there, but you got the job done by a point.
Yeah, it was a very good game, to say the least. I was always going to be nervous coming in against GWS. I thought they were on a hot streak, and it was just a great game to watch.
Yeah, they've been playing some good footy, and they looked a good chance there for a bit in that game.
And we'll dive into that game in a second. But also we had Brisbane and Carlton got off to a great start, then kind of just went in the shell.
Yeah, had a good first half, and then it's almost like they swapped change rooms.
Yeah, I know.
At the half, and Brisbane came out with the same aggression and hunger for the football that Carlton did in the first half. And
then obviously I did 3 grannies yesterday, and as we mentioned, I did the under-19s reserves and the seniors. Under-19s was a very interesting game. Prior to the game, apparently someone got striked in the cross-up of the warm-up, and then at half-time, bit of an all-in. Bit of an all-in. Coaches in there trying to break it up. Runners in there trying to break it up.
Really?
And then you see some of the senior boys come in and try and grab their 19s away. Went on for a good 2-3 minutes. Couple of jumpers ripped. Ripped. We're about to go to a break. And I was like, hang on, Aiden. It's on here. I can sense. I kept watching because I saw someone like just lightly push. And I'm like, nah, this is going to involve. There was not one player who wasn't in it.
Oh, really?
Everyone got in. Everyone got in.
Yeah.
So...
Any like red and yellow cards?
Nah, nothing.
No,
nothing. Because it was just everyone in. So
yeah, true.
And then Wandon took home the Premier Grand Final against Narre and beat them by 63 points in the end.
Did Narre's reserves win?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
So Narre's reserves won, but Wandon gave Narre. And I thought Wandon could get him done, and they gave him a thump in the end of 63 points.
Jesus.
Cody Hurst getting the best on, and former North Melbourne player Aaron Mullet also kicked a bag of 6.
Just a lazy bag
of 6 in a grand final. But now let's get on to our prelim final games. And obviously later we'll also be we've got the board down here, the Andrew Phillips Team of the Year team reveal. So very excited about that one. So let's get into the first review of our first games. Obviously it was Friday night, Collingwood and GWS. Collingwood getting the job done by 1 point. McStay kicked 2, Mychick, Elliott, Chris McQuarrie, Hill and Cox, the single goal kickers. Well, if you go to the Giants, Toby Green, just his casual 2, as he does every game. Brown, Lloyd, Riccardi, Green, Cumming, and Hogan. This bloke was huge for the Pies to go. He had 34, 13 clearances, the best on-ground performers. Nick Dacos on his return had 28 with 6 clearances and 520 metres gained. Penderbury also had 25 to go along with 8 marks. For the Giants, Josh Kelly had 34 with 11 intercepts, 8 inside 50s, and 607 metres gained. Tom Green had 31 with 6 clearances, 8 inside 50s, and 564 metres gained, while Lockie Whitfield also had 26, 558 metres gained, and Cornelio had the 25. What a game.
It was a very good game. It was a great game to watch. Good Friday night footy game, just a classic. Did you reckon it'd be this close?
I was nervous coming into it. I was nervous. And Dad was saying earlier, apparently they was reporting no team has won a grand final after winning the prelim by 1 point.
Will that change?
I was like, so why do they have to say that? Why? Just why?
That's an interesting point.
So, and crowd attendance, how about the crowd? 97,665 rocked up at the G.
That's big.
You had a mate down there. Did he mention the atmosphere?
Yeah, he said it was good, although he was level 4.
Okay, yeah.
So, but no, he'll be at the grand final this week.
Yeah, but the atmosphere was it? Did he mention it was similar to Collingwood Melbourne, or was it even?
He said better.
How much orange was around? Did he mention?
He didn't say how much orange was around. He did say though that there was a lot of Collingwood there.
Yeah,
but they on TV it looked like they had all the GWS supporters in one sort of section. There was just a massive right next to the cheer squad, just a massive section of just orange there.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't have thought there would be many Giants supporters there compared to Collingwood.
Yeah, and Collingwood kicked the first 2 goals of the game, and what a start it was. I was like, oh, we are on here, our pressure is on. But then GWS in the second quarter and early in the third kicked the next 5 goals straight. That's when I started getting nervous.
Yeah, when they kicked the first of the third quarter, and I was sitting watching it with you. I can't remember if I said to you, but I'm like, oh, I thought they were going to run away with it there. They had some good momentum going into that third quarter.
Yep.
But hats off to Collingwood for sticking with them.
Yep.
Because I reckon it could have easily got away from them there. Because how many points did they get up by?
In the end?
No.
I think they were up by
quarter.
27, maybe. And but not all things come to a happy ending, really. Dan McStay, how stiff is this? He suffered a high-grade medial collateral ligament strain, ruling him out of the grand final, and the normal recovery time is 6 to 8 weeks, so you couldn't even somewhat jab him and push him to get through it. If it was like a minor one, they might have tried, I reckon. Because he's such a... Like, people say the amount of money that Collingwood paid for him, he hasn't justified it, but he hasn't starred, but I think he's done his role, kicking the 1 or 2 a game, and he's just helped that structure down there, taking the load off my check a bit, so it's going to be interesting going into next week. Yeah,
it would have been good to see him go up against his former club in a grand final as well, but yeah, that's really unlucky. Does that open the door, though, for someone like Noble to maybe come back into the side, down back, and shift Jeremy Howe forward?
It couldn't necessarily be, couldn't necessarily happen, because you can play Jeremy Howe too on a Harris Andrews. Yeah,
true, and play like the defensive forward role there.
Yeah.
Because Jeremy Howe's great aerial worker, can really take away Harris Andrews' intercept marking, because he was huge in last night's game.
Do you want to take last night's game while we're at it?
While we're there, the Saturday twilight game. Once again, said it last week, my favourite time to play a game of football, the old twilight game.
Are you a fan of a twilight grand final?
I don't know about the grand final, because... What time do you reckon the grand final normally?
It's finishes?
Like about 6-ish?
Yeah, about 6. Because they're normally 3:20 games, aren't they? The grand final?
Yeah, I think so. 3:20.
Or 2:40, one of them, yeah.
But once you've finished the game, the sun's starting to set and you can like celebrate into the night. Like I remember in 2015, like the game finishes, sun's sort of setting. By the time all the ceremony's done, like Trophy, Norm Smith, they do their lap of honour. It's pretty much night time anyway.
Did you ever head down the next day when Hawthorn won one?
I did, I think 2013 maybe. Or
did you head into the city or did they go back to Waverley?
Went back to Waverley. I know in 2008 they went back to Waverley.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for that. Very young back then. But they normally go back to Waverley. Actually, no, they normally go to Hawthorn.
Okay,
Glen Ferry Oval, I think. But yeah. I reckon it should stay 3:20.
Yeah.
Don't push twilight. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the afternoon because then your team wins, you can party into the night, and yeah, I think it's just a better spectacle.
Yeah, it's good.
They're trying to copy the Super Bowl a bit too much, I think. That's what they're trying to challenge themselves with.
So
thoughts on for that kiss?
Oh, for the grand final, good.
Yeah.
Good.
A lot of people are hating on it, but I know parents are big Kiss fans. They've both seen them live, and they said they will rock the MCG. Yeah,
well, who was supposed to do it and pulled out? Was it Creed? No.
I can't remember who it was.
But good replacement.
Yeah.
Like, massive.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, getting into it, Saturday's twilight game between Brisbane and Carlton at the Gabba. Brisbane defeated Carlton 11-13-79 to 9-9-63. Goal kickers Danaher with 2, McInerney with 2, McCarthy 2, Cameron, Archie, Hipwood, Lester and McKenna all with 1. Mackay stepping up, kicking 2, Martin with 2, Cripps with 2, Cottrell, Kerno and Doherty all with 1. Disposals, we had Berry with 24, Dunkley with 23, 5 clearances, Lockie Neal with 23 with 8 clearances. For the Blues, Walsh had 34, 2 goal assists, 7 score involvements, 8 inside 50s and 638 metres gained. McGovern had 23 with 87% efficiency, 9 intercepts, 10 rebound 50s, 616 metres gained. And Newman with 23. Carlton kicked the first 5 goals of the game, got off to a red-hot start.
Well, I was at Officer, obviously packing up after our grand finals in the Outer East, and I heard someone over here saying Carlton kicked the first 5, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me? I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, I was watching it. I almost turned the tally off.
Yeah.
Because they looked just head and shoulders above Brisbane, especially how powerful Brisbane have been at home. In the first quarter and a half, they were just smashing them around the ball, around every contest. They were just so much more composed with the football, a lot cleaner.
Yep.
I don't know if you caught that.
Well, I caught when I got home, it was coming to the end of the second quarter.
Okay, so that's sort of where the game sort of started turning Brisbane's way.
Yeah, when I turned on the drive home, Brisbane was starting to come.
Yep. Josh Dunkley kept Patrick Cripps quiet with 13 disposals and 2 goals.
So obviously a head-to-head, 2 balls, and he's done his job really well here. Obviously having 23 himself and 5 clearances. But Walsh, I thought, was massive for the Blues. He has been this whole final series.
Yeah, Walsh was really good. He's going to be an even bigger star next season. And I reckon the Blues could go even further next year.
It's a big chance. It's a big chance.
With that, though, Patrick Cripps, his adaptability is good because he was getting tagged in the midfield, but he can flip it around and still impact like the scoreboard, which I found good. Although he did get tagged and he was taken out of the game, which is a massive credit to Josh Dunkley, he still can flip his game to benefit his team, which is good. Connor McKenna and Caden Coleman were exceptional down back for the Lions.
Oh, they were unreal. Kitty Coleman was the highest rated player on the ground.
Yeah, he was best on by far.
Mm-hmm.
You could see that. The intercept and the efficiency of moving the ball when he did have it, I think they almost got a goal nearly every time.
He's been such a critical player coming into this season for the Brisbane Lions. He's really come of age, controlling that half-back line.
Yeah, it's good. And he's not the biggest body either.
No.
So it's good to see from a smaller guy. McKenna had 20 disposals, 6 score involvements, 1 goal and 558 metres gained. And Coleman with the 21 disposals, 88% efficiency, 10 marks, 11 intercepts, 7 score involvements, which is just massive for them. Moving on to the grand final preview.
Or do you want to do your trades first?
Actually, yeah.
And then we'll do the trades first, and then we'll do the Andrew Phillips, and then we'll do the grand final preview to finish it off.
Yeah, so starting this week, we're going to make it a weekly thing.
Yep.
It's going to be all things trade news. So we've got a few things here. Ben Mackay, the race has gone between the Hawks and the Bombers. He has come out and he has said that he would like to go to the Bombers as his preferred destination.
I see that getting done.
Yeah, I can see that getting done as well. Dylan Shield came out late this week saying he would be open to a move to St Kilda. Jacob Kaczynski from the Hawks has put his hand up and said, Richmond, I want to become your next Jack Rewalt. So,
are you okay with this?
I don't rate him that much.
Yeah.
He's just too inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Marby Chol, it's a 3-way race at the moment between the Crows, Hawks, and Melbourne have shown some late interest in him.
It's funny how Damien Hardwick's the one to kind of ship him off from Richmond, and he gets to Gold Coast, and he's already on the chopping board.
Yeah,
obviously, with Jed Walter coming through in this year's draft.
Yeah, true. He will be big. Liam Henry has put his hand up and said the Saints would be his preferred Melbourne club destination. Todd Goldstein wants to have a look at his options in the trade.
35 turning 36 as well.
Yeah, so he wants out of North. Probably, I don't know. Do you reckon anyone would take him?
I think so. His mobility probably isn't there, but his ruck work is still phenomenal.
How many years though?
Give him a 1-year deal, yeah.
Or
maybe
2?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
What kind of club do you reckon would pick him up?
Well, Essendon's lost Andrew Phillips. They have got Sam Draper, but his body's been a bit... I've heard Essendon are in the race.
Oh, okay. Nice. Kai Lohman, staying at the Lions, just signed his brand new contract.
Yep, obviously a Ballarat boy had interest coming back home to Victoria, but has signed a new contract to stay at the Brisbane Lions, as has his brother in crime, Darcy Wilmot, off the halfback line.
Yeah, both re-signing. You showed me that the
Step Brothers.
That was a good one. James Jordan, the Demon, is interested in a move. He has put his hand up and said he wants to explore his options in free agency.
Yeah, struggled to get into the team, was in and out of the team. He's a really good player, a midfielder. It's just Melbourne's midfield is way too strong.
Yeah. Where do you think he could land? I've heard he does want to stay in Melbourne.
If he wants to stay in Melbourne, I could see him moving to even like a North.
Yeah, North. I was thinking maybe a St Kilda if they're open to it.
Yep.
Maybe even a Richmond.
Yep.
And last to top it off, Tyler Brockman wants trade back home to WA.
Obviously, for family reasons, he has young twins, I believe, with his partner,
girls.
and he wants to move over there for more help from his family, I believe.
Yeah, so
is his partner from WA as well?
Yeah, they're all from WA.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, they moved over here for, I think we picked him up 3 years ago.
He's 20?
Yeah, so 2 years ago it would have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll be a good get for someone like a West Coast, but he did say he would like to go to Freo.
Okay, yeah.
So he's put his hand up and said to Freo. Oh, also, Adam Uzi.
Who's that?
Same thing. New coach of Richmond.
Yeah, that's huge.
Thoughts?
Finally gets the job. So was in the run for the Essendon job. Was
Yep.
also in the run for the GWS job. Melbourne assistant. He's been done all his apprenticeship, all his traineeship, done all the work, and I think he's going to be a really good coach. Also, you've seen the success of Craig McRae, Adam Kingsley this year, the first-time coach. I think they're moving into giving those assistant coaches more chances, and I really like it.
Yeah, it's good to see. Just on that, another Clarkson disciple into a grand final. Big fakes.
Yeah.
Good to see.
Mm-hmm.
So, we move on to, do you want to do the Andrew Phillips Team of the Year?
I think it's time.
Phillips, great grab. He's been so impressive this bloke. First quarter, Phillips off the ground, goal. Oh, the big goal.
Oh, good tackle on that occasion by Phillips. Aggressive tackle it was by Phillips.
So, it has come to the end of the year, and we have some names left on the board. So, we thought we'd bring in the full footy board. I'll put it in front of Will where there's more room. And we will decide what we want to do. Okay, so where do we want to start, do you reckon?
I reckon start in the forward line. So we
Okay.
can drag
Forward line.
down.
Yep, so forward pocket. What are we thinking?
This is a hard one.
I'm thinking Cody Waitman goes straight into a pocket.
Yeah, I was thinking that. You could argue Toby Green as well, maybe.
Yep. Yep. I'm thinking let's chuck. No, actually, this is very rude of us. What are we doing? The first player on the board straight into the ruck is Andrew Phillips.
Oh, yeah. What are we doing?
He's right here.
Phillips straight into the ruck.
Straight to the ruck, Andrew Phillips.
Yeah, good.
Okay, next one. So we'll go forward pocket. I think Cody Waitman.
Yeah, Cody Waitman. We'll drag him down here.
Okay, next one. Let's go with full forward. So we've got a few options. Let's read through our full forward options. We could go with Taylor Walker
Yep.
or Tom Hawkins. I guess they're your full forward and centre forwards when you look at it like that.
Yeah, I'm going to take Big Tomahawk.
Yeah,
down.
Tomahawk down in the full forward.
Down
Yep.
full forward.
Yep. Okay, in the other pocket. So here's our options that we can play in the pocket at the moment. So Toby Green, you can play Grime Myers. They're probably your two options there.
Yeah, and I reckon I would take...
Or you can play Scotty Boland.
You could play Scotty Boland there, but I feel like Scotty Boland is more of a wingman. in my
Okay.
opinion.
Okay, yep.
I reckon Brian Myers.
Yeah, Grime Myers in the pocket.
Yeah, I feel like Toby Green has a bit more to offer than just being stuck in the forward pocket.
Yep, no worries. We'll move G Myers to a pocket. G Myers into the pocket.
Straight in, centre half forward. Got to be.
It's got to be the Texan.
Got to be Texan.
Yeah, the big Texan.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Here we go.
No,
We got it.
There we go.
Toby Green, half forward.
Toby Green, half forward flank.
Yep. All right, now the next few half forwards, you can have a bit of a say here. You've obviously Scott Boland could play on a half forward flank.
Yeah, he could.
You could play Mitch Owens on a half forward flank. You can also play Mason Wood on a half forward flank. What are we thinking?
I'm going to leave this one up to you.
I'm gonna chuck in Mitchy Owens on a half forward flank.
Mitch Owens?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Now we get to our centre line. I'm gonna say Mason Wood's on a wing.
All right, Mason Wood. Down on the wing.
In the guts, it's Matt Rao on the centre. Straight in the centre circle, it is Matt Rao up the top. Matt Rao into centre.
In the guts.
Now, I want to leave this wing spot and we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Half back. Okay, so we have a look here.
I'm going Whitfield. Or
Okay,
centre half back, I
Whitfield,
reckon.
go half back. No, go half back flank. Push him over a little bit.
Okay.
Centre half back. Let's go Callum Wilkie.
At centre half back.
Yep. We'll put the former guest at full back.
Okay.
And
Makes sense.
half back, yeah, move them across. Half back, half back. Okay, so this is where it gets tough. So
Blake Harby.
yeah, Blake Harvey on a flank, or do you reckon a pocket?
Oh. No.
Actually,
I
no,
reckon-
take that back. Kitty Coleman, put him on a half back flank.
All right.
Blake Hardwick in a pocket. Former guest of the show earlier on in this, the whole podcast series, Mac Andrew to fullback. Now, hear me out here. Hear me out. This person has got we haven't got many backmen left right now.
Yep.
This person has got big back pocket player written all over it. Big back pocket, goes on your dangerous forwards. He locks them down, gets into him. It's Scotty Bowen.
It's got to be.
It's Scotty Bowen. Just that big, you always got to have that big body back pocket like retiring Michael Hibberd. Those type of like Michael Hibberd, your David Warapunders. Scott Bowen gives me that type of look. As we move to the midfield now, it'd be rude not to have Caleb Sarong in there.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and say your rover, Zach Butters.
Zach Butters, okay, yep. Now,
are we going to have to cut some people?
Do you know what? I'm thinking of who's someone who has a bit of run. He's got to have a bit of run.
I'm thinking Kennedy here.
No.
Oh.
I want to put Draper on a wing.
You're kidding.
I want to put Draper on a wing.
Jesus.
I want to put Draper on a wing.
Okay.
Draper on a wing. And then our bench would be 3 ruckmen and a midfielder. So our bench would be Todd Goldstein, Jared Witts, Matt Kennedy, and Rowan Marshall.
Interesting.
Any changes you would make right now?
I mean, are we trying to build the best 18 here?
Yeah, but I don't think Matt Kennedy would go on a wing anyway. He has to be.
I'd be putting Rowan Marshall in the ruck, but
hang on a second. This team is called the Andrew Phillips Team of the Year, and you don't want to start him.
I'm saying.
Screw it. Put him on a wing. No, Andrew Phillips is our ruckman. So I reckon this is a pretty good looking side.
Captain coach,
Andrew Phillips, without a doubt. Sammy Draper on a wing. It has a bit of merit to him because he likes going for a bit of a run.
He does.
He likes going
big wingman.
Big wingman.
That's a big wingman.
Very, very, very big wingman. But Nick Cox plays on a bit of a wing too. He's nearly 200 centimetres.
Yeah, but
then who's your Connor Nash? Plays in the midfield and can push to a wing too. He's 200, isn't he?
No.
Just under.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Connor Nash is 200.
No. He's 190 something. He's not 200.
I'm pretty sure. Have a look.
He'd be low 190s.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
You're underrating. I've looked at this before.
I don't think I am. He's he's just under 200.
What is
right.
he?
198.
Yeah, I knew he was tall, and you can see sometimes him pushing outside. So I'm thinking, do you want to hold the board up?
I'll hold the board up.
Yep.
Am I just the board bitch? Am I?
No, we can hold the board up. We'll read out the side. So here we go. This is our Andrew Phillips final team of the year. First off, it's in the full back line. We're going with, from the Hawthorn Football Club, he's tough as nails, locks down the defenders and gets the intercept mark. It's Blake Hardwick. Former guest of the show, and he had a very good year, I thought.
He did have a good year.
Mac Andrew. And this guy is just the heart and soul of Australia, the country. Scotty Bowen. Half back line from the GWS Giants. Congratulations, Lockie Whitfield. Callum Wilkie locking down that centre half back spot. Just going to lock down the best probably key forwards and intercept with Mac Andrew helping him out there. And this person's been a key pillar up to the Brisbane Lions back line. Had an exceptional game last night as well, Saturday night in the prelim final. Highest rated player on the ground, it's Keaton Coleman. Now, on one wing is Mason Wood. Really good year. Has shaped his career around. Obviously was cut by North Melbourne. Didn't know what he was going to do. In the centre, the contested ball, Matt Rouse. If anyone want to...
The grass eater.
The only one I want to back to get those clearances out and go, I want you to get in under, it's Matt Rouse. Now, on the other wing, very tall wingman, but I reckon this guy has a bit of dash, has a bit of flavour. He's going to pop up. He's going to run. He's going to give you a bit of dash in the wing. It's the Essendon Football Club, Sammy Draper. Now, half forward line. Obviously, was high in the Rising Star ranking. Standout Uni's second season, Mitch Owens. Centre half forward. Another first time All-Australian, believe it or not, for this guy. At the age, I believe he's 33. Taylor Walker. And the other half forward line, captain of the All-Australian team, and what a year, and what a career turnaround. Everyone was like, he was a grub, he was this, but I've always thought he's just competitive and loves to back his teammates, and great leader he's become, Toby Green. forward pockets are our little whippet snippers who are going to get in there. One's going to play a bit more of a high-flying one. The other one is going to push up the ground and set up our forwards, so Brian Myers and Cody Waitman. And in the full forward line, geez, this guy, how can you... And when it comes into the forward line, we can back on forward stoppages. We're getting a goal every time because this guy's gone in. This guy's gone in the ruck. It's Tomahawk. Now in the ruck, and our captain and coach, it's the big man, the retiring Tasmanian Andrew Phillips. Congratulations! And our mids, Ruck Rover and Rover, are also exceptional, rising stars, and potentially a potential Brownlow in there this year. Caleb Sarong and Zach Butters.
Potential Brownlow. That's a big call.
Zach Butters is very high.
Zach Butters. I thought you said Sarong.
No.
Oh.
Now, our interchange would be then Rowan Marshall, Todd Goldstein, Matty Kennedy, and Jared Witts. So there you have it. Congratulations to all the people who have made the squad. We didn't have to leave anyone out in the end because we found 22 players. They're our final 22. Let us know in the comments who we got right, who we got wrong, and what do you think of the team so far, Will? At the end of it, sorry.
Yeah, honestly, if you had this team running out, I don't think you'd lose a game.
Nah, you can't, especially with Sammy Draper on a wing. Scotty Boland is taking your forward pocket and he's putting them in his pocket and he's just pinching them. He's getting into them, giving them elbows to the back. He's getting around them like,
absolute pest.
He is. But I think this is a really good side. Obviously, let's go. While we're at it, I won't use this as a clip, but let's have a look at, on the interchange, our rotations. Let's go through what we think our rotations would be.
Oh, well, I reckon Rowan Marshall.
Rotate the ruck?
Rotate ruck.
Or could he be, because out of the other ones, they haven't got the mobility Rowan Marshall has. Could he be more of a rotating forward ruck? Because I don't see Todd Goldstein, Jared Witts going down forward and taking a mark, kicking a goal like a Rowan Marshall. I'd love to have Rowan Marshall in the middle, but as a forward, I think he has more flexibility to play as a forward.
So you reckon get Marshall rotating with the Tomahawk?
Could be, or in the Tex Walker and playing that second forward ruck role. Because I don't know about you, but I don't see Jared Witts and Todd Goldstein being a threat down forward.
Nah, Todd Goldstein's probably got the more ruck ability than forward ability.
Yeah, so I think that Todd Goldstein and Jared Witts. So this is where it gets interesting. So Matty Kennedy is obviously rotating midfielder, but Todd Goldstein, Jared Witts, could we play a three-way ruck and just rotate them three-way?
Yeah, you could you put one of them down back to swap with Mac Andrew?
You could.
Who would you put? I reckon Witts.
Yeah, maybe Witts, but I reckon even a three-way ruck just keeps swapping and changing.
Yeah, I could say that.
Give him 5-minute bursts. Because who's going to keep up with Andrew Phillips, Rowan Marshall, Todd Goldstein, Jared Witts? Obviously, Rowan Marshall's forward, but
we're a tall team.
He's still going to take it. Hey, the people, the Up the Guts fans have voted. This is what they wanted, and this is what we give. So this is what they're happy with. I'm happy, and it's been an exceptional season, and I'm very happy with the team.
Yeah, good team. Although Scotty Boland's a bit of fly in the milk there.
Nah, he's gonna be probably the key pillar. He's gonna be the heart and soul of the team.
Heart and soul.
He's gonna take the damaging
cold
forward.
Hero.
Yeah, he's gonna take the damaging forward and just lock him down. So if he was running out against Brisbane this week, he's putting Charlie Cameron to the sword. He's just putting him out, or he could even go a Cam Rayner, just putting him to the sword. Two big bodies.
Yeah,
it's coming up against Collingwood. He's absolutely annoying the piss out of Jamie Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
He's just getting into him.
Oh, yeah.
But that's our final team. Now, obviously, there is not as much to talk about this week, but let's preview the grand final.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Collingwood and Brisbane making the grand final, obviously at the G, and it'll be Kiss opening the show with the grand final performance. We'll have the AFL longest kick earlier in the morning. We'll probably have grand final sprints. Is that at halftime or pre-game?
Do they still do that?
I think they do the final at halftime.
Do they still do the sprint?
I'm pretty sure at halftime they do the final. They might do the heats earlier.
Yeah, the heats get done pre-game.
Yeah,
and then
I think the final gets... Yeah, so be interesting with that. But, so Collingwood and Brisbane, obviously we know Collingwood are going to go in one short with McStay.
Yep.
How do you see this game shaping, and what are some key matchups you can see happening? Obviously, let's start off the midfield. How's this going to shape out?
What do you mean?
Like head-to-head in the midfield, who's got the better midfield?
Oh, Brisbane.
I wouldn't argue with you today, but I reckon head-to-head they're pretty close.
They're pretty close, but I think Brisbane just etches them out.
Yep.
Down forward, I'd probably go Brisbane again.
Yep.
I reckon you've got a better quality backline. Maybe not quality, but quality's not the right word there.
Howe.
Yeah. They gel well.
Maynard. How good was Quainer?
Quainer's good.
How good was he?
Good.
He was good on the weekend too. He's evolved as a player.
Oh, leaps and bounds.
But the real question is now, first of all, does Jack Payne get up? That will be crucial as well. But who comes in for mixed day? Are we going to roll the dice and try and go another forward to just crash the pack? Because Nathan Kruger's there, but I don't know. I know he'll go hard at the pack and bring it to the likes of Bobby Hill and that. Or do we want to just back our system in and play, I don't know, maybe even just start Ginnivan and play Cameron more forward?
Yeah.
Because I think Cox has had the upper hand on Cameron in the ruck lately.
Yeah, he's been massive for you guys. I tell you what, he's got a really good set shot on him too.
Yeah, he does.
He's pretty accurate.
He's a deader, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. I don't think you bring anyone new into this team. If anyone, you're going to bring maybe a Noble back in.
Yep.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon Ginnivan stays as sub.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know if you'll make any major changes to the team. One matchup I am excited to see is my check on Harris Andrews.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a good matchup.
Or do they send Jeremy Howe as a defensive forward? This is when they play some tricks.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens through the week.
Exactly.
But mixed day's a big out.
Mm-hmm. Just for the structure-wise.
Yeah.
Just structure-wise. So at the end of the day, I want a tip. I want a margin.
Yep. Norm Smith.
And a Norm Smith. And I want a Smokey. You don't normally sometimes do this, but I want a first goal scorer.
All right, done.
All right, so winner.
Winner, I'm going Collingwood.
Margin?
12 points. 13 points.
First goal scorer.
First goal scorer is going to be Joe Danaher.
Okay,
from the Brisbane Lions.
Yep. And Norm Smith medal.
Norm Smith medal. Depending on what kind of a game it is, which I reckon it'll be very evenly poised.
Go Norm Smith medal, but then also a smoky Norm Smith medalist. So then go someone that you think is a definite consistent, but then someone who has the capability to just pop up and be a real smoky. Like, say we're on
Norm Smith, Nick Dacos.
Yep. And then who's a smoky that might save you having a punt? You go down the odds, he's paying a cheeky $18, $20 and could pop up and win a Norm Smith.
If he starts, Jack Ginnivan.
Yep.
Possibly. Or Bobby Hill.
Okay, yep.
But the other way, if it's Brisbane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go from each side, yeah.
So
Norm Smith,
I'd go either a Josh Dunkley
mm-hmm.
and my smoky would probably be Harris Andrews.
Okay, yep. Okay, so for me, I'm going to back my boys in, back the Pies in. I think we're going to get the job done by 8 points. So it's going to be a really close one. First goal scorer, it's going to be an interesting one. And who am I going to go? Well, I backed this guy in, so I don't know if I want to back him in because he didn't win me money in the weekend. But who first goal scorer? I'm gonna back him up. It's gonna be electric. I'm gonna go to Dazzler, Bobby Dazzler. He's gonna get it going. And then if it was a first goal scorer for Brisbane, I would say probably I'm gonna go Zach Bailey.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
Norm Smith medal and a smoky from Collingwood. Norm Smith medal, obviously you said Nick Dacos. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to say Norm Smith medal. I'm going to go Jordan DeGelly.
Yeah, I can say that getting up. If he has the game he had on the weekend again,
he'll... And smoky, Jack Crisp.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Brisbane, Norm Smith medal. I'm just going to back in the boy Lockie Neal.
Yep.
Smokey, Cam Rayner.
That's an interesting one.
Cam Rayner. You pop up and have his 4 and 15 or something.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Cam Rayner. Cam Rayner or who was another one I was thinking of? Cam Rayner I was thinking even like a Zach Bailey or something like that.
Yeah.
Something bit obscure.
You know what is a bit stiff? Daniel Rich.
Oh yeah.
I feel for that man.
Yeah.
They've come all this way. The 1 year he has a bit of an inconsistent year.
Mm-hmm.
They make it because he was having a ripper year last year.
He was.
And they missed out. Both these teams
Mm-hmm.
missed out in the prelim last year.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think that's really unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bit of Nathan Jones, Bob Murphy about it.
Yeah. Now, obviously, that's probably just about going to wrap it up. We're really excited about this game, and obviously, make sure to give us our thoughts on the Andrew Phillips Team of the Year. Going to try. It's going to be very hard, but
yeah, good luck.
Also, now with the footy season over, we're going to try and bring in some guests. So let us know what type of people you like to see. I've got a couple lined up, just going to confirm dates and all that type of stuff. But let us know what type of guests you want. It could be any type of people. It doesn't even have to be a famous person. It could be someone with an obscure story. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be revolve around sport. But just let us know what type of people you would like to hear. But anything else from you there, Will?
No, just looking forward to the game. I'm also looking forward to cricket season starting back up.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that'll be good.
Are you going to put your pads on for any games at all?
No chance.
No chance?
No way. I actually just threw my cricket stuff out.
Okay, yep.
So you will not find me padding up anytime soon.
No good.
No, I'm out. I only play basketball now, mate.
Only play basketball. What about footy?
Nah, giving that up.
Oh, one season back and gives it up.
Well, did my knee, so
Yeah, fair enough.
Bit stiff.
Fair enough. All right, that's just going to about wrap up the grand final preview show. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to stream this on and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You know it. You name it, you know it. That's where it is. Make sure if you're on Spotify to give us a 5-star rating to get the show out there. Really appreciate it. And leave any comments and questions you have for us to answer for any upcoming shows. Thanks, guys. See you next week.